join with us in a $450 million upgrade of the line from Frankston to Baxter right here to ensure that it's electrified all the way from Frankston. That is going to be of enormous benefit, as indeed the locals we were discussing it with in the cafe were acknowledging just a little while ago. This is a hugely important piece of infrastructure. It's vital to improve mass transit across the city and across the state. We're making record investments in Victorian infrastructure, and one of those investments we made in the budget was $225 million to go into this project. It's long overdue. Chris Cruther, our member for Dunkley, has been arguing for it. I was last down here with Chris talking about it. And of course, as I was saying a moment ago, Bruce Bilson, his predecessor as member for Dunkley, called me this morning as I was driving down here to say what a great announcement it was. So, Matt, it's great to be here with you. It's great to be here with you with Michael and David. And I just want to now invite you to talk about your vision for getting Victoria moving, and in particular for joining with the federal government in ensuring that this line is electrified from Frankston here to Baxter.
Thanks, Ben. Well, thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for coming down to Baxter Station. In the federal budget, the federal government made a commitment of over $220 million to go half with the state government in electrifying the railway line from Frankston to Baxter. Baxter is the natural conclusion of the urban rail network in Melbourne. It's the end of the urban growth boundary. It is a place that has been the junction of the Mornington and Stony Point lines in the past. And it would make sense to extend the urban rail network to Baxter to cater with the growing suburbs south of Frankston. Today, the State Coalition announces that we will match the federal government's $225 million if we're elected in November to ensure that Frankston and Leewara and Langwarrin and Baxter get the extended urban rail network that they so need. It is so important for Australia's fastest growing city that we don't just invest in roads, we also invest in public transport. That's why we've announced an extension, if we're elected, from Cranbourne to Clyde, the duplication from Greensborough to Eltham, and today's extension from Frankston to Baxter. We need to ensure that Melbourne has a 21st century rail network, one that connects all of our outer suburbs, and one that ensures that everyone who is near an urban rail network actually has 21st century electrified urban rail network that can meet the demands of a growing city. We need to get Victoria moving. We need to focus on our outer suburbs. Melbourne is bursting. Its population growth is enormous. We need to invest in that infrastructure, not just talk about it. The federal government's commitment of $225 million will be matched by a state Liberal national government. And we'll match it because it's the right thing to do, and because the southern suburbs, here beyond Frankston down to Baxter, deserve a 21st century rail network, and that's what they'll get if the Liberal Nationals are elected to the state government in November.